Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss about our first unit, Unit 1, Electrostatics. Electrostatics. There are 10 units in our physics. First unit, Electrostatics. First, what is mean by electrostatics? Electrostatics means the study of standard charges or rest charges. The charges which are at rest is called electrostatics. First, what is mean by charge? A charge is an fundamental character of all objects. Who invented charge? Benjamin Franklin. He invented, there are two types of charges. One is positive, which has carried proton. Another one is negative, which has carried electron. Proton must be proved by canal ray tube experiment. This is cathode ray tube experiment. Okay, first you must know about the characteristics of charges. Like charges repel each other. Unlike charges attract each other. First one, charge, electric charge, invented by Coulomb, and its symbol E, small e. Its value, constant value 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Okay, suppose this one is electron, E equal to minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. It may be a proton plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Because an atom is an electrically neutral character. It has equal number of proton as well as equal number of electrons. An atom is an electrically neutral character. So, electron 1.6 10 to the power minus Coulomb, which is equal to proton 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Next, basic properties of charges. Basic properties. First property, additive nature of charge. Additive is nothing but add, quantization of charge. For example, per contains 5 charges. The number of charges or the quantity of charges which is equal to Qn, which is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4 plus Q5. That's all. And next, conservation of charges. Conservation is nothing but constant. There is no change in charges. Conservation means constant. We know very well charges is neither created nor destroyed, but one type of charge can be converted into another type of charge due to rubbing or friction. And third property is quantization. Quantization means it is a multiple. Q which is equal to N into E. Q means quantization of charge. N is an integral multiple which carries 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. E means electric charge. Suppose calculate the number of electrons the number of electrons in 1 coulomb of charge. What they are asking, number of electrons n. So as per the formula, Q which is equal to N into E, we need N. Q by E which is equal to N. Q means 1 coulomb of charge. So 1. E 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb which is equal to N. N which is equal to 1 divided by 10 to the power plus 19, 1.6. 10 divided by 16 into 10 to the power 19 nearly equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. That's all. Coulomb's law. In Coulomb's law, two equal or opposite charges separated by a very small distance is called Coulomb's law. The force of attraction or repulsion may be F, which is directly proportional to 2 point charges Q1, Q2 separated by a small distance R. The force of attraction or repulsion may be F, which is directly proportional to product of the charges and inversely proportional to square of its distance. Okay, so F, here we use proportionality constant K, Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay, F which is equal to, here K which is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Its value, constant value 9 into 10 to the power 9 C power minus 2. Epsilon naught means permittivity of free space. Epsilon means permittivity of medium. Epsilon R means relationship between epsilon naught and epsilon. That is relative permittivity. Okay, in Coulomb's law, F directly proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square. Yeah. So, for example, Q under it may be positive, it may be negative. So, higher electron transfer from higher gravitational from lower gravitational. So, Q1 to Q2, the force exerted on this experiment F21 is equal to K into Q1 Q2 divided by, here F21 means R12 direction, from 1 to 2, unit vector R cap 1 2. Next, F21, 2 exerts force on 1. F21 is equal to K into Q2 into Q1 divided by R21, R cap 21. Here we use negative sign because opposite direction. F21. That's all. And next, epsilon or permittivity of free space, constant value 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 c square n power minus 1 m power minus 2. For air or vacuum, epsilon r which is equal to 1. Other than air or vacuum, epsilon r greater than 1 for medium. Greater than 1 for medium. First, we will discuss about in this Coulomb's law in medium. Suppose this is a water medium. There are two charges Q1, Q2 separated by a distance. Electrostatic force. This electrostatic may be 100 Newton. And this electrostatic force may be 20 Newton because of medium. Because of medium. If we change the medium, the epsilon r value increases. Value increases, but the force decreases. Because force is inversely proportional to epsilon. Force is inversely proportional to epsilon. When increasing epsilon value decreases the force. Increasing force value decreases epsilon value. That's all. Next, difference between Coulomb's law and Newton's law. What are the difference between Newton's law and Coulomb's law? In Newton's law, force which is directly proportional to product of the masses. In Coulomb's law, force which is directly proportional to product of the charges. Here we using gravitational constant and here we using constant of proportionality. Product of masses in Newton's law always be an attractive force, but in Coulomb's law may be attractive or repulsive because it has charges positive, negative. Positive charge repel each other, as well as negative charge repel each other. Positive negative positive charge attract each other. Next, gravitational constant value 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 11. Here, constant of proportionality k equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 n m power m square c power minus 2. So, Coulomb force is very large as well as strong force. And next, Newton's law does not depend upon medium, independent of the medium, but Coulomb's law depend of the medium because epsilon r value varies. For air or vacuum, epsilon r equal to 1. Epsilon r equal to 1. For other medium, epsilon r greater than 1. Next, the movement of mass is same. But the charge moves, it experiences Lorentz force, electromagnetic force, Lorentz force. It obeys Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This is Newton's third law. It obeys Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law, distance, first one is positive and second one is negative. So, positive, negative, opposite reaction, action, reaction. And next one is, when 1 coulomb of charges are separated by 1 meter distance, the Coulomb force which is equal to the quantity of product of the charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance. K constant value, quantity of charges, square of the distance. So, F which is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9. This may be equal to 1 million ton. This may be equal to 1 million ton. But we are not use 1 coulomb of charge. Always we use for Coulomb force 1 microcoulomb, 1 nanocoulomb. That's all.